friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. If you're new here, hi, my name is Heather and I own a business called Lemon Tree Corner where I make bags and project bags and purses and things like that. We have a lot of new people, so welcome. Glad to have you here. I have an About Me video, so you can kind of get the skinny on who I am and everything. I'll link that down below if you're interested in checking that out. But basically, I live in Southern California. I have a full-time job at a community college, and then I do this on the side. So this year is the year of bags. We are trying new patterns, kind of research and development of the patterns that I want to make and sell moving forward. So we've been trying lots of new bag patterns, and some of them have made it into the stable of patterns that I will be using in the future. We have a few more patterns left to do for the rest of the year, and then next year we will focus more on actually making everything. This is a long weekend for me, so it's Veterans Day weekend here in the States. So I've got 3 days. I'm going to be working on the piggies. So we've got all of our piggies cut out and ready to go. They are super cute. So I'm going to be working on those and then also working on our new pattern. So a lot of the times I get asked about coin purses, and I don't, other than the piggy purses, I don't actually have any coin purses in the shop. So I'm going to try this pattern by Sotak Designs. She's the one that designed the Alice purse that we made a couple of weeks ago. So it looks really nice, just basically a 2-pocket coin purse. So you could have your coins, your ID, your keys, your phone, that kind of thing. I'm going to try making the small and the medium. So the small one is 3.5 by 5.5, and the medium is 4 by 7.5. So I think those will be 2 good sizes for us. And should be easier than last week's pattern. So giving myself a break here. And we have lots of fabric left over from those piggies that we can use for this. So I've picked out a few fabrics from the piggies that we can use. So I'm going to do these ones. So this will probably be the front accent, the main body, and then the lining for one of the bags. And then for the other bag, I'm going to do these 2. So front accent, main body, and lining. Could do that the other way around. Ooh, we'll find out. So I'm gonna make 2 bags just because I'm not sure which size is the size I would want to go for, or maybe both. Maybe I make both. So that's where we're at with that. And I had a fun day. My sister picked me up and we went to our local yarn store to meet the sales rep for Barocco. So that was fun. We got a little freebie, which turns out to be exactly the yarn I was looking for earlier for the sweater pattern. So I'll share that with you. But right now, what I am working on is the Sue Ellen shawl. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the pockets or not. I'll figure that one out later. But this is what it's looking like right now. So this is with 2 balls of yarn so far, and I've got 2 more balls. So it's going to be about double that width in the end. But it just looks so pretty. I love this yarn. It just reminds me of the vineyards up north and the grapevines, and really pretty. I used to live up there, so that brings back a lot of memories for me. So these are the 2 free skeins that we got as part of the free kit, which was super nice. So this is called Ultra Alpaca, and it's 50% superfine alpaca and then 50% Peruvian wool. This is exactly the color I was looking for that sweater pattern. So we're still gonna make the other sweater pattern, but that was really expensive yarn. This is way cheaper, and they have tons of it on their website. So I went ahead and placed an order for this, so that I can make a sweater out of this. And I found another cardigan pattern that we can try. So this is it. You can kind of see her here. Here's a better picture of her. So I just think that would be really pretty I did sign up for the Torrance Craftsmen's Guild, so part of that now, and ready to do the jury selection process in January for the craft fair in April. So hopefully I'll be at that craft fair and have all those piggies. And also we do some charity work, so there's service hours that go along with being a member of the guild, and so I can make ornaments, so I can do some crochet ornaments. I was gonna try those anyway for Vlogmas. I was thinking of getting either getting the styrofoam balls that I'm gonna crochet around. There's like a granny square ornament pattern, or you can fill them with fiberfill. So I was hoping to try one of those during Vlogmas. So that's something that I can make. And they also have teddy bears that you can stuff. They basically give you the teddy bear already made and the stuffing. You go home and stuff it and whip stitch it closed. And those are crisis bears. So for our area, whenever emergency services go out and there's a kid involved in a crisis or an accident or anything, they get a bear. So that's a really cool project. I'm very excited to be doing some charity stuff and something that I would love to do more of next year. So we'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So we're also gonna make some Blondie bars, which is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna dye my hair, make some Blondie bars on my day off, and then we have to do our shift at the boutique. So fun-filled weekend coming up, and I hope you come along for the journey. So go ahead and grab a water or a cozy beverage, and let's get going. I got my Christmas advent. I got my advent yarn. I got a notice in the mail, a little slip that I had to sign for something, and I was like, what do I have to sign for? What did I order? I don't remember. And then I went to the post office. It's under the lady's name and not the name of the company. I was like, what is this thing like that I'm gonna have to, you know, like, I don't know what this is. And so I open it up in the parking lot, and it's my advent yarn. So very excited about this. It came in just this box. You know, last year I was spoiled with the fancy box. But I do have this cute hat box that I'm going to put everything in. I got these cute hat boxes one year for Christmas presents, and to put my Christmas presents in for other people. And I kept one of them, and then I got one back another year, and I was like, that's it, I'm keeping it. So we have some odd-shaped items here, which means I'm not going to be able to put the lid back on. They're kind of in order, so I don't want to totally mess up the order. So maybe we'll just make it look crumpled like that. I don't know what's the best thing to do, but very excited. So this is the Bird Street yarn, and it's autumn themed. So it looks like we have some different shaped mini skeins. I don't know what this is. And then I don't know if she does tea in hers. Some people do tea, but they just feel like little minis. So very cute, very excited to have that ready to go for Christmas. And then we got our webbing. We got our webbing and our hardware and stuff in from the zipper store. So I love to get my zippers from myhandmadespace.com. I'll put that right down here. Just the best place, in my opinion, to get stuff. You have your choice of zipper pulls, and I just love all their cute zipper pulls. So do that, myhandmadespace.com. They also have those half yards of fabric, so it's just kind of nice when you're ordering stuff to order more stuff. So we got our spring green. I got more butterfly pulls with that one. And then we got our purple with rainbow. And they have new pulls. So let's take a look at these. Oh, those are very cool. They're like squares. Yeah, I just like, they come out with new pulls all the time. I really like those chunky pulls they just came out with. So when I saw square, I was like, ooh, let's try the squares. And then I got the regular purple with the silver, and we got some silver squares to go with that. It's just a very unique pull. I'm very excited about that. And then I was saying earlier that those patterns I'm going to make coming up have parachute clips, but they don't. They all have the swivel clips. So I got the swivel clips and the, oh, I apparently got a set. I don't know what I ordered. I thought I was just ordering regular swivel clips. Apparently I got a set of the swivel clip, the slider, and the D-rings. Well, that's good. I'll use all of those. I just didn't know that's what I was getting. So I had ordered D-rings separately. Okay, I don't know what I clicked on. These are pretty chunky. These are pretty chunky. I don't think the ones I normally order from them are this chunky. I have no clue what I clicked on. And then we have the webbing. So I got two different webbings. I wish I had gotten the black and white stripe because my messenger bag pattern, I have Tula Pink fabric that's black and white, and I was just going to make the handle or the strap out of the fabric, but I could have made the strap out of this. So here's some webbing. It's not quite cotton because I have cotton webbing and it's like super thick. So this is like, did they call it seatbelt webbing? So this is going to be our straps for our fanny pack and the other one. So yeah, very cool. That one's very shiny. I think I like the other one better. So just experimenting with that since everybody seems to be carrying those fanny packs across their middle. So very cool.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. Not dead yet, true shit. So why do I worry about what I can see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spent last night with my friends was worth it. Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights, with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste.
Well, my zipper tabs were definitely not short enough, or my zipper was not short enough. So we'll see what this looks like, but I would definitely want to sew that or cut that zipper shorter if this works. This is teeny. Alright, pull this through. I don't know if I can do this with these nails. I hope you can't hear that. My washing machine sounds like it's taking off for outer space right now. So this one turned out fine. I just need to make the zipper a little shorter. And then, is this too small? I mean, this feels like it's too small. This is really a coin purse, you know? I don't even know how you would have gotten the extra zipper and panel in this one. This is so small. So I'm glad I did that. I think I'm gonna write down, I'm gonna go back after I'm done and I'm gonna write down what I did there. Okay, so for the medium, we are gonna try, and the nice thing about these is that all these scraps can become sachets, which is great. Got all our pieces, so lining, exterior, zipper tabs, and the pocket. So the pocket's gonna be like that. It's a short little pocket. And then one of the zippers is going to be the actual, oh, I don't know if I want that touching. I don't think I want these touching. This doesn't look good together. So I'm going to go for the red because there's red in our exterior fabric. Okay, so one of them is going to be the length of this. I'm going to make it a little wider because it's going to get sewn in to the end there. And then one of them, I think we want to make it an inch shorter, so we definitely have room, or maybe 3/4 of an inch shorter. These are really hard to put on with the fork. I feel like I need a smaller fork to do these ones. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the trick. Lots of people have actual jigs that they've made that attach to their table. I just hold the fork between my legs, hashtag fork between my legs, and put this on here, which is really difficult. This little guy just does not want to stay on here. He does not like this fork. So you kind of get him between the tines so that this part's here, openings here, and then we're going to open up our zipper on the cleanest cut edge, and then we're going to feed it through. You kind of want enough of the zipper to kind of go at an angle and feed it through like that. I didn't even need my legs that time. Look at that.
It's so hard to stay up and don't hide away behind the same old mask. But tonight I got the cool and I wanna go dance with you. So if you are in the mood, it's worth it. We don't belong with masks on. Leave them here and don't look back. So many lights, lights, lights with us tonight, night, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes, eyes, eyes. It's gonna be alright, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, so many lights, lights, lights with us tonight, night, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes, eyes, eyes. It's gonna be alright, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot.
Okay, let's come to the sewing machine for the rest of this one. So, make sure we're in focus this time. So I'm just going to sew these down The stiletto is good for this, but I think I got it on my own here. Just like that. And then I'm going to cut off the extra portion here. Just going to make it even with the zipper.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger.
Okay, so I do have those fat quarters I was talking about, so I think I'm going to try some different iterations of these with different fabric and see what happens, because these obviously are not taking me very much time, which is the whole point of having like a faster project to be able to do. And then our tabs, much more breathing room there, so that's good. That's much better. Yeah, the tabs are better. I just don't know about the whole thing. I think I might want something in between. I'm being very Goldilocks about this whole thing right now. Okay, so we have our Blondie bars. They look very good. I already licked my fingers. This tastes very good. So the corners are very crisp and the middle is not quite cooked. So we'll see what this tastes like. So good. It's like the best snickerdoodle you've ever had. Oh my goodness. I don't think it needs the icing. Oh, now I think what they were trying to tell me was that I was supposed to swirl the cinnamon inside instead of dotting it on top. Because definitely the part underneath that doesn't have the cinnamon is a little less sweet. Super tasty. Yeah, I don't know that it needs the icing. I think if my cinnamon sugar butter mixture had been a little more melty and liquid, I could have just stirred it in instead of it sitting on top like that. Trader Joe's, you've done it again. You've outdone yourself. I'm gonna have to go back and get a few more boxes of these for the rest of the winter. Yum. So another thing my sister and I were brainstorming at the last fair is, you know, past Heather had cut out all of these neck pillows, all the fabric for the neck pillows, like a long time ago. And I'm not even making the neck pillows anymore. You know, the ones you stuff with rice and heat up in the microwave? I'm not even making those anymore. So I told her, you know, I pre-cut like all these fabrics. And she's like, you can make coin purses. So I'm gonna try another iteration using the pieces I've already cut out for the neck pillows and see that. So I don't know that I want to keep a whole stash of the number 3 zippers, the smaller zippers, because I'm already out of room for the larger zippers. So no, that one's gonna work with this one. And I don't really have a good selection of colors. I've only got these colors. And I don't even have like a blue, I have like a teal, which I don't think is gonna work for that. And the green I got isn't really like a green. Okay. I think we're gonna use this one for that. Okay, so the question here now is, do I like the size? I like the idea of the 2 zippers. I don't know how useful this front pocket is. This might also make a good notions pouch for anybody who's carrying around their scissors and needles and stuff like that. So it might make like a good sewing notions pouch. I feel like it's too long. So what do we want to do about that? Just totally Goldilocks right now. Let's get some Post-its. Okay, so I feel like the small is too small. So what would we do there? I feel like I'd increase it about 1 inch all the way around if I was going to do that. So yeah, I guess I'm just increasing it by 1 inch all the way around.
There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's
Medium, I think, I kind of like this. I think I want it like 1 inch taller than that. I feel like you're not getting any of this fabric for one thing. So 1 inch taller would be better. How about we add a 1/2 inch onto each of these?
touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Ooh, baby.
I also don't like it when they like stick all the way out like this, but that's really the only way to do it. Unless we want to veer the zippers. So that's the question. Okay, so this is a bit of a mess. So I came up with the new sizing that I wanted to try for the small and the medium, and the zipper with the tabs. And then after showing my sister, who is my chief idea officer, after showing her the 2 iterations, she's like, this is just too big for a coin purse. And why do you need 2 zippers in a coin purse, right? Like, what's the point of that? And I agree. I like the look of the extra zipper, but it's not necessary. And this is much more of a size of a coin purse. So what I was thinking of was doing 1 inch larger all the way around on this. And then we were at a craft fair and we saw that the lady had a tab and like a little swivel clasp attached to it. And I really liked that idea because I just feel like it's more useful. And then I'll pop in a picture here. A lady from our boutique had one. And I was like, that's it. Because then you still get the look of the extra panel, whether it's the same fabric or a different fabric. I don't have to worry about the zipper tabs because we're just going to be using the side zipper to open the whole thing. How smart is that? And then I'm going to do a little loop. I have these thinner 1/2 inch swivel clasps that I can attach to it, so you can attach it to your belt or your keychain or, you know, wherever you want to attach it to. Just adds an extra option for that. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. I realized when I was sewing this guy together that because of the way we do the zipper, there's no way for me to sew the lining pieces and the exterior pieces separately, so that's not going to work. As much as I like the look of that better, we are going to have to go for the zipper tab option. I can try to do it the way that's written, but I want to just see if I can do the zipper tab and make that work. So we've got our pieces here. We're just going to do a straight exterior lining, our little loop, and our zipper. Unfortunately, the only zipper that goes with this is the one with the bronze, but I only have these little guys in silver, so I don't know if this is going to look totally stupid or not. I also did not put interfacing on this piece or the zipper tabs, so the zipper tab should curve more without the interfacing in there. I would not have put interfacing on the other pieces had they not already had interfacing. This one, I don't know. I feel like this one could use a little more structure. We're probably just gonna sew it in nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead and do our usual on this. And then I think that will be the last iteration of this. Okay, so that's it for this week, folks. Thanks for joining me. Let's take a look at all of our iterations. So here is the first coin purse that I made. This is the small one with just the top zipper, and I put zipper tabs in, but you can see that it didn't quite work out that great. Then we did try the medium with the 2 zippers, and this is what that one looks like. The zipper tabs worked better. I put them a little further in, but I think my sister and I both agreed that why do you need 2 pockets in a coin purse? So then I tried the other iteration based on the one that I saw, which was having the zipper down here, which is great because it makes it a little easier for me to make. The only problem is that I can't really sew the lining and the exterior fabric separately this way, and I was gonna check out her coin purses when I went back to pack up my stuff at the boutique, and she was already packed up. So I couldn't even like sneak over and see how she did the construction. But I mean, I do love the look of that. I would have to figure out how to do that. And it did not work for me. But number 4 did work for me. So we have our zipper tabs. We just went with the solid color, although I do like the two-tone, me and my two-tone. And then we have another fabric inside. So these are just fat quarters that I had. And so we got our zipper on top and our little ring on the side, which I really like. And even though the zipper has a bronze and we had to use a silver for this, so it's just a question of what fabrics I have. Probably gonna have to order some more of these smaller zippers in order to make these. So I'll just have to think about that for next year, but I do like this iteration in particular. The only thing is I'm wondering, now that it's more of like a square shape, if I extended it by like an inch, I could probably make it so that your cell phone fit in here. But then I think that's too much weight for this to hold. So the question is it an everything purse or is it a coin purse? So that's the question. Pop it down in the comments what you like. Do you like just having a separate coin purse that you pull out of your big purse? Do you like the idea of having this that you can hook onto your belt loop or your jeans loop and have everything in one? I feel like I already have the other bags. I've got a double zip pouch and the Maya wristlet, which kind of take care of the everything bag. So I was really looking for more of a coin purse. Another idea is cutting an inch off of here to make it smaller. So this is about 7 by 6, 5.5, 5 3/4 right now. So I think it's a good size. You get like a nice amount of fabric on there. But that's where we're at with that. So still haven't really decided what it's gonna take there. The version with 2 zippers took me an hour. The version with 1 zipper took me 40 minutes. But these were all pre-cut. These were all scraps that already had the interfacing attached. This one with doing the ironing and the starch and the interfacing took me longer. So it's probably about like 50 minutes to do the final one that I did. So what do we think about the pattern? I'm gonna give it a B-. It's really easy to make. It's just a question of, is this really what I want out of a coin purse? it was a good jumping off point. It was good for me to experiment with different sizes and kind of get to the meat of what I'm looking for. And because of this pattern, it forced me to go off in those different tangents. So that was good to have something to start with. I am still working on the piggies and hope to have the piggies in the shop sometime Thanksgiving weekend so that you can go in the shop and place some Christmas orders so you get things in time for Christmas. So I'll make a special announcement when those are up and ready to buy. Yeah, it's getting colder here in Southern California. It's funny because the days are still 80, but the nights are like 40. So it's been an interesting weather around here, and it's supposed to rain. So that's good. Start getting some rain again. And I think that's it. Okay, so thank you for joining me this week. I really appreciate it when you come and spend time with me under the lemon tree. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead and hope to see you back here next week. Love you, friends. Bye.